There are two types of people, weebs and furries. Weebs don't want to deal with reality and create their own delusional fantasy, while furries don't want to deal with the reality of themselves and create their own delusional personality. In this video we will be discussing the latter. In the last video, the main thesis was the idea that weebs dislike and have difficulty conforming to society around them, thus making their own. Furries, meanwhile, dislike and have a difficulty conforming with their true selves, constructing a shit show that others can pay attention to instead of them. Admittedly, the hate for furries is blown out of proportion compared to the hate for weebs. Most people would say that all furries have a sexual fantasy concerning anthropomorphized animals, or even just normal animals. That is not quite true, however, since only 37% of furries display sexual attraction to anthropomorphized animals. It is still quite a large majority. Concerning the fact that all furries are gay is a different issue, since it is a blanket term that is not quite true, but still holds water. In America, the population of bisexuals is 1.8% and 1.7% are homosexuals. In America, 68% of furries are a part of the LGBTQ, with 41% bisexuals and 23% homosexuals, and the rest for other sexual preferences. There are many more misconceptions concerning furries, but those are the most common ones, and in my opinion, furries and weebs both weigh equally. There is no reason for a weeb to hate a furry and vice versa, since it would spiritually be hypocritical. Now if we ponder on the thesis, what does this all mean? Well, let us start with the fursuit itself. What does it do? It masks the wearer. You can't see them, not their face, not their body, not even their intentions or gender, although the gender is usually conveyed in modifications to the suit, created to suit the wearer. The suit itself hides the true person, implying that they may not be comfortable with their appearance, or just don't want to be caught and identified. Not only does the suit help disguise the wearer, but the whole community does. Most people would agree that the furry community is not the gatekeeping type, compared to the LGBTQ or some parts of the weeaboo community. Furries accept others cause they want to be accepted too. They don't complain about others' insecurities, since they may have the same insecurity. In the weeaboo community, people would complain about why their waifus or anims are the best, and the LGBTQ would compare everyone's situation, trying to find the victim. Cause the most victimized is the one with the last word. Finally, the furries' personalities are almost always unique or quirky in some way. They are either super edgy, super happy, have a super tortured past, such and so. Have you ever seen a furry with a modest or relatively normal backstory? If you have, then please leave your experience in the comments below. Also concerning sexuality or sexual preference, furries can unleash it in a somewhat controlled and safe area, and are often very loud with it. The point is that furries disguise their personality cause they may find their normal personality boring or somehow imperfect, so they try their best to redeem themselves, to get a moral high ground or popularity. Paradoxically enough, some furries may well be furries to reveal their true selves, but in a way where no one can judge them easily. In short, why furries exist can be traced and described shortly with the word masking. No one knows who you are as a furry, therefore you get to do whatever you want. Some people may want to express themselves without the feeling of danger, while others may use the mask as a way to commit bad actions, but still being able to get away with them. And some may not just be able to get away from the fact that they are an utter disgrace.
In any case, being a furry or a weeb could be the perfect display of a somewhat undeveloped mental coping system. Both are bad for you, and if you are either, then you probably should stop.